Brokenness, being broken, is a word or a state of mind that I think is all too familiar for anyone who has ever walked this earth. The definition of broken is having been fractured or damaged and no longer in one piece or in working order. Drop a glass, it breaks, can't really function like it's supposed to. You have a TV, the screen is broken, can't really function like it's supposed to. But I don't know if you've ever felt that way as an individual. Have you ever felt like your life is so damaged and in pieces that everything is just messed up and you're just not working effectively or you're not functioning as you're supposed to? See, if you feel that way, I want to tell you it's okay. We all feel that way. What's interesting is the Bible tells us that everyone is broken. We've all messed up in some kind of way. And see, me as an individual who's lived a life where I was completely disconnected for God and using drugs as an opportunity to escape my pain and chasing the next high and trying to find ways in order to deal with my own brokenness, I know what it's like to find myself in a situation where I just think that I have nowhere to turn to and that really I have no value as an individual. You know what's crazy is somebody as amazing as the Apostle Paul, if you don't have a chance to know who he is, research it when you get an opportunity. Paul has written about, theologians will say about 60% of the New Testament. And he states in the book of Romans these words. This is Romans 7:14 and 15. Paul says, "The trouble is with me, for I am all too human, a slave to sin." Ugh. I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. So crazy because Paul, in this moment in his life, is an individual who has served Jesus for years, right? Served Jesus for years. And he's used his life in order to travel from country to country and city to city and preach about how Jesus has changed his own life and how he went from a murderer to somebody who is now impacting the Christian community in a positive way. But in these verses, he states, I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. So you would expect this from a teenage boy, right? Wrestling with substance abuse issues or maybe wrestling with his sexuality. Maybe you would expect this from an individual, right, who has no relationship with God, because you would think a spiritual leader is someone who's supposed to be mature and self-control. But here Paul is being very transparent and saying, man, I don't really understand myself because the things that I want to do, the things that I know are right, struggling with it. However, the things that I don't want to do, the things I hate is what I find myself doing. See, in this life, the reality for all of us is that we need to be repaired, right? We need to constantly be checking in with God and asking him, God, how is my soul doing today? See, as I've worked with youth, at-risk youth committing criminal activities in the community throughout these last couple of years, one of the statements that I consistently tell them is this: I am my own worst enemy. See, I wake up every morning and I have to wrestle with outside factors, but the truth is that I am responsible for most of the chaos that occurs in my life. So when I wake up in the morning and I look at that bearded man who's staring me in the mirror and with that crazy hair, I know that I have to wrestle against that individual on that day. His emotions, his thoughts, his perspective, his reactions to life's stressors. And I understand consistently that I need to be repaired and I need to check in with God. See, what's so beautiful is that I have a car outside right now. And that car, I consistently have to take it to the dealer in order for its oil to be changed and in order for it to have maintenance done to it. And so my question today is, has your soul been maintained? Are you consistently checking in with God? Are you bringing to him your fears and your struggles? Are you being transparent like Paul is and really expressing what's going on within your soul? Do you have individuals around you who can keep you accountable and support you throughout the moments in life? If you don't, today I invite you. 1, invest in a relationship with God. He's the only one that can repair your broken soul. 2, if you have a relationship with God, Make sure you are consistently getting a little maintenance done to your soul. And 3, invite other individuals to step into your life to support you, to encourage you, to validate you, but also to keep you accountable and to challenge you. Because it's so beautiful to recognize that, yes, I'm broken, but so is everybody else, and God still has a purpose for my life.